And round 6 goes all the way back to the 90s. So for my 90s New Yorkers out there who know what the New York City was like in the 90s, that's street, that's gully. So we start off on some futuristic Black Mirror, fans of Black Mirror, almost Twilight Zone type stuff, or American Horror Stories type stuff. And then we get to some, toxic relationship, juice type stuff, because that takes place in Harlem, Bronx characters, so it's like it's uptown, and it's about stick-ups, drug dealing, and stuff like that. So when I say the book is for everybody, it's for everybody. So if you like street tales, it's got street tales. If you like Twilight Zone sci-fi type stuff, I got that in there. If you just want like a family drama, I got that in there. If you want historical references, I got that in there. If you got body or you part of the conscious community, I got that in there. And I got something in there for everybody, but it's all circled around us dealing with our consciousness and our ego, period. But getting back to what you said about round 6, about the toxic relationship stuff, this is what I will say, because it's not a secret. It's not something you should get right away, but I'll touch on it. We talk a lot about pedophilia from a man to a woman. This relationship, when I say it's toxic, is about an older woman and an underage boy and him being groomed. And it's one of the underlying stories of that, and I think that also happens. And as boys or men, a lot of times we don't tell, it normally just finds out. But it's something that happens that I think is one of those things that, we don't talk about. So it's a story about a kid who is underage. He's not a baby, but he's underage, he's a teenager, and he gets groomed by an older woman in her 20s. And it's a flip, because those of us who lived that era, we grew up in a time when there were older drug dealers, men that was dealing with younger girls, and it was somewhat acceptable. You would see older drug dealer guys go to high schools and, be with younger girls, and it was something that, it's out there. I'm not saying nothing that people that came up around those times won't admit to. It's documented. But the flip on that is that there was also older women that also was dating young boys that might have been 15, 16, 14. They might have been in their 20s and saw a little, and some of them, honestly, was dating some of those older drug dealers as well. And some of it might have been payback, And it kind of touches on that a little bit. So, and again, it takes place in the 90s, so everybody remembers what 80s and 90s in New York City was. We get into that a little bit.